Storm Tracker 6. This is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good evening, Mid-Michigan. We're seeing a pretty nice night with temperatures into the 60s right now. 65 degrees in Lansing and Grand Ledge, 69 in Jackson, and 67 degrees in Hillsdale. Those clouds are going to continue to move in, and eventually, yes, we're going to continue to see more chances for some rain showers, but for the next couple of hours, we'll remain dry and quiet until maybe around 8 o'clock tonight. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 5 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5.
MSU braces for budget cuts that will be, quote, demanding and difficult. It is our top story today at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. University President Kevin Guskiewicz made the announcement today. He's pointing to challenges over the last 4 months regarding federal policy changes and directives from the Trump administration, along with rising health care costs. Guskiewicz says the school must adjust its financial path, and some hard decisions will have to be made. MSU is not saying what areas will see cutbacks, but they will impact many people. Be sure to stay with 6 News. We'll have more on this story coming up for you tonight on 6 News at 6. Speaking of MSU, the second Spartan bus tour kicked off this morning with a bus full of about 50 faculty and staff members headed to Metro Detroit. Our Taryn Simmons breaks down the tour stops, and she's here for you now with more. Taryn?
Yeah, Sherry, this bus tour takes place today and tomorrow with 12 stops in the Detroit area. The purpose of this tour is to bring the city of Detroit and MSU together and highlight the ongoing effort to support the city's economic development and culture. Each stop will represent an important aspect of Metro Detroit's culture, food, and history. The tour kicks off at the Holocaust Center in Farmington Hills. People will get a chance to immerse themselves within the culture and history of the Holocaust. The next destination is the Apple Developer Academy that allows Michiganders the chance to learn about coding and design. And then it'll end at the Motown Museum. Officials say the museum is dedicating to celebrating, promoting, and preserving Motown's legacy.
This is the second bus tour, and the first bus tour, people got so excited, they enjoyed every stop. And so I think all of it will be very interesting, places that most of us have not been to. I think that bookends a lot of what we can learn about Detroit and the value of Detroit to Michigan and our role as a university in serving Michigan.
In October, a 3-day bus tour will cover parts of northern Michigan and the UP with similar goals. Sherry, back to you.
Thank you, Taryn. Well, the Trump administration announced today it will pay migrants who are in the U.S. illegally to self-deport. The development follows the president's announcements over the weekend that he wants to put tariffs on movies produced outside of the country and plans to reopen the infamous Alcatraz prison. Torian Small is here for you with the latest from Washington.
Everywhere. Everyone in the world is going to be watching.
At an event at the White House Monday touting the 2027 NFL Draft coming to the National Mall, President Trump took aim at another form of entertainment, movies.
Our film industry has been decimated.
On Sunday, he called for a 100% tariff, so on films produced outside of the United States. American studios shoot many major movies outside the U.S. It's unclear how the tariffs would be applied. The president said he plans to meet with industry leaders to make sure they're happy with the plan.
I'm not looking to hurt the industry. I want to help the industry because we're all about jobs.
The Trump administration also announced Monday it's offering $1,000 stipends to migrants here in the U.S. illegally if they self-deport to their home countries.
The Department of Homeland Security says the money would be paid after U.S. officials confirmed self-deportation through the CBP Home app.
You'll have some movement, right? Because I think people are finally getting the message if you leave on your own, you can take advantage of legal programs, come back.
And a Department of Justice spokesperson said Monday the Bureau of Prisons is working towards rebuilding and opening Alcatraz, a day after President Trump said he wants it to house America's most ruthless and violent offenders. The famed island prison has been closed for about 60 years because it was too expensive to maintain. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
In the capital city, the House GOP Speaker has been chastising Senate Democrats for allegedly not having a plan to fix the roads. The Senate Democratic leader reports they are working on one, but so far one Democrat has proposed ways to raise the money. Our Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic is here for you with the latest from the Capitol.
House Republican Speaker Matt Hall has been berating the Senate Democratic leader Winnie Brinks for weeks over her alleged not having a road fixed plan. She says not true. She recently confirmed that indeed they are making progress on the package, but she does decline to release any of the details. Entering now the debate, a lone Democrat, this senator, who says the Speaker is part of the problem.
The Speaker has not accepted any of the Majority Leader's requests to meet. The rancor and the insults, I think that doesn't really help anybody. I think it's a problem.
Governor Whitmer has suggested some ways to raise road repair dollars, and the senator likes one of her ideas and then adds one of his own for the first time: closing tax loopholes.
That I'm very interested in is the corporate income tax. I think it's far too low. The governor proposed it. There are various loopholes that we have not examined in the tax code that I think we can pull back and raise revenue on. We have solutions here that do not impact everyday people. Let's talk about that.
Speaker Hall is willing to raise more money by hitting EV owners with higher fees, but he won't do that unless and until the governor takes the lead. The senator says he's willing to look at that, but he lectures the Speaker that he is not providing the details of his plan to the Democrats.
It doesn't add up. We don't see the details. We don't see a specific plan of how they're going to come up with $3 billion.
As the roads continue to deteriorate, the two sides have agreed on some elements in the package, but they've not reached a final agreement yet. You're few in Lansing. Tim Skubic, 6 News.
6 News is your local election headquarters, and county clerks throughout mid-Michigan are putting in place the final touches today ahead of Election Day tomorrow. Voters in Ingham, Eaton, Clinton, Jackson, Hillsdale, and Shiawassee counties will decide the fate of 11 measures, 9 school bond proposals, and 2 public safety millages. The big proposal on the ballot, modified once again to gain more support, is the Eaton County Public Safety Millage. If passed, it would boost resources and staffing at the prosecutors and sheriff's offices. This time around, it's not nearly as expansive as previous attempts for extra funding, largely due to repeated failures at the ballot box. In fact, county representatives say pass or fail, cuts and reductions will happen regardless. The other public safety millage on the ballot tomorrow is in Leone Township. In the meantime, these communities will decide whether to boost school funding. Weberville, St. John's, East Jackson, Springfort, Vandercook Lake, Pittsford area schools, Langsburg, and Perry. And if you're driving to get to the polls tomorrow, it will cost you a little bit more to get from point A to B, and that's according to GasBuddy.com, which says the average price at the pump in Lansing area right now has risen 22 cents to $3.23 a gallon for regular unleaded. That's 7 cents higher than this time last month. 36 fewer, though, than this time last year. And as many of you know, this is my last week at WLNS TV6. We do have some changes to announce today. Starting on Monday, May 12th, Jorma Duran will be moving to nights. Jorma has been the news anchor on 6 News this morning for the past 7 years, and now he's stepping into this spot at 5, and he'll be co-anchoring the 6 o'clock news with Siobhan Kleffer. Jorma is really excited for the changes and for being here for you in a new role.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We had a break from the rain showers today, which was pretty nice. In fact, we saw some sunshine even, and we're still seeing some sunshine across the mid-Michigan area for today. Those rain showers, though, will continue to move back in, so hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of some sunshine and some warm temperatures while they lasted. Overall, here in the capital, you can see those clouds and some sunshine. Temperatures into the 60s, 65 degrees, feeling like 65 degrees. It was a pretty nice afternoon out there this afternoon, and we're still seeing those clouds starting to move in. 69 degrees, feeling like 69 degrees into Grand Ledge as well. We're looking at Hillsdale, still seeing those Toy Story-esque skies. We're looking at 67 degrees here, feeling like 67 degrees as well. And on our final stop into Jackson, quiet conditions, 69 degrees, calm winds, feeling like 69 degrees as well. Satellite radar is showing that quiet activity. However, there is a little bit of more shower activity off to our east, and that will eventually start start to pivot its way back into the area by tonight. So we do have a little bit more dry time, but unfortunately this low pressure system that's been sticking around for the past couple of days is going to pivot more moisture back towards the Michigan area, and that will mean that we're going to see the chance for some widespread rain showers, similar to how we saw last night, that heavier rain. That is what is in store for tonight and even into tomorrow. So take a look at this. As we head into the day tomorrow, widespread rain showers. Could even hear a few rumbles of thunder in this as we head into the morning commute time. So your windshield wipers will be getting their work out, and that will continue until the afternoon before winding down right before dinner time. And we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies into the day on Wednesday before the sunshine returns for the day on Wednesday overall. For how much rain we're going to get, we're going to see maybe about an inch to maybe half an inch here or there. It all depends on where those heavier pockets of rainfall sets up. So again, it's going to be another little bit of a soaker overnight tonight into tomorrow. For tonight, temperatures are going to remain into the 50s, so it might be a good night to leave the windows open, maybe put a little bit of a towel right by the windowsill just in case those rain showers do move in. And our temperatures remain mild as we head into a little bit for tomorrow. Yes, we're going to continue to see the 50s and possibly the low 60s, but that's still below average for where we should be for the day for tomorrow. And again, we'll see those showers sticking around, but hopefully by the end of the week we'll continue to see those that low pressure system pulling out of the area, allowing for us to see some pretty nice weather as we head into the end of the week. We'll see those temperatures into the 50s and 60s and 70s by Mother's Day, and then as we head into the week after next, 70s look like we're going to remain in the forecast and possibly even a few 80s, and we'll see some rain showers by the end of the week after next.
Boy, it did rain a lot this weekend.
It did. It was very soggy, very kind of
It's nice out
gross.
right now.
Yeah, it's very nice. But
right.
that's not going to last.
No, it doesn't look like it. Thanks, Kelsey.